Back at it again, and oh boy. I've got some good news for y'all today. You are not going to want to miss this video. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
When I yell something, I want y'all to say 2024. When I say the word, say 2024. You ready? Y'all ready? Yeah. Trump! Trump! I fuck with y'all, man. Walk the fuck.
Oh, man. Now, some of you may say, well, that's just a rapper, standing on stage. That's just one little small incident. No, it's not small. That is not insignificant. And I'll explain why. Now, and of course, I've got more clips, so please stick around. I've got a lot more. Y'all know what happens with these types of videos. There's more, okay? It's one of them types of videos, okay? But the reason why that's not insignificant is this. So probably about 4 years ago, when Trump was still in office, right? And I feel like I can say this because I am black. Now, I know Joe would say that I'm not black, but forget about Joe. Literally, forget about Joe. There was a point in time where it was taboo for a black person to say that they support Donald Trump. You couldn't do it. And depending on who you said it around, you might get smacked in the mouth. Okay? And I'm not joking. Like, that's not a joke. Like, somebody would fight you if you said that. I'm so serious. Yeah, I know some of y'all thinking, you're being dramatic. No, I'm serious. It's not a game. Okay? So when you have black people now who not only aren't afraid to speak out and say they support Donald Trump, but they will stand on stage in front of a crowd of people and get them to chant it with them, I think that's huge. I think that is huge. That is big. Okay. But not only did you have that first rapper there, his name is Waka Flocka. Okay. That guy's name is Waka Flocka, for those that want to know the name of that individual. But we also have another rapper who just happened to do the same thing recently. Check it out.
We want Trump! 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 I love y'all. Have a great day.
Yeah, another rapper standing on stage yelling Trump. Another one. And once again, that is not insignificant. One, mainly because of the reason I stated earlier. Because just a few short years ago, that wasn't a thing. You did that, you were ostracized, and at worst, you were punched in the mouth. Okay? Not a joke. Not a game. Okay? So the fact that you have that happening, oh my goodness. And it seems to be like a recurring thing now. Like, there's so many people who are waking up and realizing, and it's all from all walks of life. Black people, Hispanics, right? Far leftist Democrats who are even waking up like, yo, something's going on here. I don't like it. This isn't making any sense. I'm voting for Trump because I just feel like something fishy is going on here. The fact that they're going after this man so hard, something just smells fishy to me. I brought that story to you guys. Oh, it's been a while, actually. It's been some months now, of a lady who basically said those exact same words. Something's fishy here, and I don't like it. I've never voted for Trump. I've never voted Republican. I'm a Democrat. But this time around, I have to. There's just something within me that just doesn't sit right about this entire situation. I have to vote for Trump, But not only that, you have other prominent figures who are saying, vote for Trump. Check it out.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. Boy, what if things change? Yeah. He was in all the rap songs. Rappers would always talk about Trump. Everybody loved Trump. It was like this wheeling, dealing, billionaire character that everybody enjoyed.
Yeah. I felt like he did a decent job.
As president? When you look at his regulations, it certainly helped the economy. Oh, I mean, sure. That guy who was the head of...
I feel like we were in a lot better spot then than now, for sure.
Without a doubt. Well, there's a lot happened, COVID and the world. Right. The world scares the shit out of me right now. Right now, I'm like, boy, this is not good. Yeah. None of this Ukraine thing, not good. Yeah, everything not good. Everything scares the shit out of me. I'm looking at all of it going, fuck. Like, there's no good solutions to the Middle East. All of it looks terrible.
The good solution is bring Trump back.
And the Ukraine thing looks terrible. It just scares the shit out of me because it's just like all it takes is one person to launch a nuke and the world changes forever.
Right.
And I've never felt like that was a possibility in my lifetime until now.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit on the unsure realm of how I feel definitely a little bit unsure about what's going to happen.
Yeah, very, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at like moving to Iceland or some shit. Like, where's going to be safe from the fallout?
Go do some more research on aliens and figure out where the next vacation spot is.
Well, that would be fascinating if the aliens come down and stop it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, even Joe Rogan admitting, who is an independent and who has basically refused to have Uncle Trump on his show, which I think would honestly be the biggest show that Joe Rogan has ever had if he had Uncle Trump on the show. And I'm almost positive Uncle Trump wants to get on the show. So coming from somebody like that to be honest and say, yes, things were a lot better under Uncle Trump, and the way that they are now, I'm scared. I am scared. Okay? I think that says a lot. But not only did you have that, but you also had a billionaire recently that said this.
Hillary Clinton, I voted for Joe Biden, but this is the honest assessment. The guy did, for the things that he was supposed to do, a good job. And for where every other president found a way to, frankly, make our situation a little bit worse, specifically around wars, he did not do that. And that is a huge accomplishment that I think needs to be acknowledged. As a Democrat who has been left homeless, who is now definitely in the center, but probably leaning increasingly right, I'm left yet again with an appreciation, despite the message of the Trump administration, because...
Yeah. Billionaire saying that he appreciates Donald Trump and that he actually did a great job. Mm-hmm. But not only does Joe Biden have to fight against that, his own side, his own voters have turned against him. And listen, I give a hand clap to him because it's a step in the right direction. Okay, it is a step in the right direction. Now they may be doing it for reasons that I disagree with, but it is a step in the right direction. Check it out.
You know, I keep seeing people on social media, especially those who are very, very far left, say
not voting for Joe Biden because of him being complicit in a genocide is a good enough reason to not vote for him. And the fact that so many people are angered and confused about that is alarming to me. Stop. It's making my ass itch. Using fear-mongering tactics to harass minorities into voting for the said lesser two evils is not going to work this time.
Oh boy. Democrat voters are turning against Joe. And listen, like I said, I give him a hand clap. Now, I may not agree with the reasons with why they aren't voting for Joe, but the fact is they aren't voting for Joe, which is commendable in my humble opinion. I got to give him a hand clap for that. Okay. It's a step in the right direction. We're moving, hopefully, in the right direction by getting rid of Trader Joe or Jim Crow Joe, Sleepy Joe, whatever you want to call him. I kind of like Trader Joe. You know, I kind of like Trader Joe or Jim Crow Joe. Anyway, here's another clip. As I always say with these types of videos, guys, there's more.
I will not be voting for Biden again. And before you say that's a vote for Trump, whose fault is that? If the DNC needs my vote that badly, they can primary other candidates that actually have a chance of winning and that aren't endorsing and supporting and actively funding the genocide of people in Palestine.
Yeah. It's all going bad. It is all spiraling down the toilet all at once. People have woken up and realized how terrible Joe actually is. Now, like I said, we may not agree on a lot of stuff, but hey, we can agree on getting rid of Joe. That's where we can agree. All right. And I won't hesitate. I will not hesitate to agree with them on that one. We got to get rid of Joe. Get rid of Joe. Okay. Get rid of Joe. Vote him out, or just don't vote for him. You know what I mean? As they said right there on the screen, you have a lot of Democrat voters who are just saying, I'm not voting for Joe. I'm not. You just heard her there. Oh, well, you say not voting for Joe is a vote for Trump. Okay, well, blame it on Democrats, because they don't want to allow anybody else to run against Joe. They told their Democrats, the Democrat establishment told their voters, Joe is your option. I don't care who you want. I don't care, how much you dislike him or how terrible he is. He is your candidate. You get nobody else. Take it or leave it. And there's a lot of voters who are saying, you know what? I'll leave it. The establishment's going to have to make a choice here. And I just wonder what that is. My prediction, and I said this before, is that the establishment wants to get rid of Joe at this point. They wanted to just usher him in and keep it going because, Joe's not really all there. So in my humble opinion, he's not actually running the show. So yeah, just usher him in so we can just keep the status quo. Well, they see what's happening. They see his tanking polling numbers. They see clips like this. They're not idiots, okay? They're very intelligent individuals. They see the same stuff that we see, but I think they've gotten themselves in a tight situation. And I think they went to Joe and said, hey, let's have you step down and we'll move somebody else in. And Joe said no. I think that's what happened, in my humble opinion. I don't have any evidence to back that up, so don't hit me with no misinformation, okay? This is just my personal opinion. I have nothing to back this up. But I think Joe told them no. And so now they're in between a rock and a hard place. You let Joe run and he loses. Or we do something drastic to get Joe out. But if it's too obvious, then we have another problem on our hands. Just saying. I'm just saying. What do y'all think will happen? And what do you think about all of this that's going on in terms of basically everybody turning against Joe, right? Joe's own voters are turning against him and saying, I'm not voting for him. You got prominent rappers who are coming out and saying, hey, we support Trump. Chant Trump with me, right? How you guys feeling about all of this? I think it's a great sign. I think it's an amazing sign. It does scare me a tad bit. Just a touch. And hear my perspective on this. I think Trump is beginning to go up so badly, so far. You know what I mean? Like he's up in the polls so much that they're going to have to do something drastic. And that's what scares me just a touch, just a touch. They're going to have to do something like take us into WW3, right? That would be drastic. We don't care. We're going to stay in power. Usher us in. Press the button. Send them so we can set this thing off. Forget Trump. You're not taking office. We see you're about to win. It ain't happening. War's going on. We're not having an election right now. What do y'all think? I think that might be the master plan at this point. That might be the master plan. Oh, they hurt some Americans. Press the button, Joe. Nukes start flying. Oh, well, I guess we can't have an election, guys. Wartime, it's an existential threat, blah, blah, blah. No election's going to happen right now. I don't know. Like I said, I have no evidence to back that up. That's just my personal opinion. That's just what I think is possibly going to happen. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section below. All I do know is that Joe's in trouble. Craig's in trouble. Come quick. He needs some saving. Y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.